Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey of exploration and discovery. We are about to embark on an intellectual odyssey, tracing the intriguing intersections between the teachings of Islam and the revelations of modern science. Historically, the Islamic world has been a cradle of scientific exploration. This spirit of inquiry was fueled by the teachings of the Quran, which encourages the pursuit of knowledge. The Islamic Golden Age, spanning the 8th to the 14th centuries, saw a flourishing of science, with scholars like al-Khwarizmi, known as the father of algebra, and Ibn Sina, a pioneer in medicine, leading the charge. This era was marked by groundbreaking discoveries in various fields, from mathematics and astronomy to medicine and physics. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, has always emphasized the importance of seeking knowledge. Its verses often urge readers to observe and reflect upon the world around them, fostering a culture of intellectual curiosity and scientific exploration. The pursuit of knowledge, according to Islamic teachings, is not just a noble endeavor, but a religious duty. In this series, we'll delve into several Quranic revelations that bear striking parallels with modern scientific understanding. From the complexities of embryonic development to the vast expanse of the universe, from the protective layers of our atmosphere to the geological role of mountains, we'll explore how the Quran has hinted at scientific phenomena that were only fully understood centuries later. We'll also touch on topics such as the water cycle, the barrier between fresh and salt water, the biological basis of pain reception in human skin, the extraterrestrial origin of iron, the uniqueness of human fingerprints, and the role of the prefrontal cortex in deceptive behavior. Each of these topics reveals fascinating insights into the harmony between Quranic teachings and scientific knowledge. As we delve into this fascinating journey, we'll discover how the Quran and science intersect in a myriad of ways. So join us as we traverse the borders of faith and reason, and uncover the divine insights hidden within the intersection of Quranic revelations and modern science. Our journey initiates with the miracle of existence, the formation of the human embryo. Visualize a microscopic, almost invisible seed. From this tiny beginning, a multifaceted human being progressively unfolds. The Quran eloquently illustrates this in Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse 14. This verse meticulously outlines the stages of embryonic development: the fusion of the sperm and egg, the conversion into a leech-like substance, the transformation into a chewed-like substance, the onset of bones, and the eventual cloaking of bones with flesh. This Quranic verse states, "Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot, and we made the clot into a lump of flesh, and we made from the lump bones, and we covered them with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators." What is remarkable is how this verse from the sacred text intersects flawlessly with our modern scientific knowledge. Contemporary embryology affirms that the human embryo originates as a fertilized egg, which then adheres to the uterine wall, resembling a leech. The chewed-like substance can be equated to the somite stage, and the birth of bones and their eventual envelopment with flesh reflect the process of embryogenesis. Thus, the Quran's interpretation of embryonic development presents an impressive congruence with our current scientific understandings, as illustrated in Surah Al-Mu'minun 23:14. As we venture next, beyond the edges of our world, into the limitless expanses of the universe, we encounter a compelling revelation from the Quran in Ad-Dariyat, verse 51-47. The verse proclaims, "The heavens. We are expanding it with power. Indeed, we are the ones who are expanding it." This fascinating verse, written more than 1,000 years ago, suggests a deep cosmic truth: the universe is expanding. Fast forward to the 20th century, Edwin Hubble's groundbreaking discovery echoed this ancient wisdom. Hubble noticed that galaxies were moving away from us in every direction, pushing him to conclude that the universe is indeed expanding. Further evidence supporting this theory was found in the detection of the cosmic microwave background radiation, the remnants of the Big Bang. The Quranic verse from Ad-Dariyat echoes this modern scientific understanding, suggesting an ever-expanding universe. It's truly remarkable to witness the blend of these ancient scriptures and contemporary scientific revelations. The Quran's foresight about the universe's expansion aligns perfectly with our current scientific understanding. Now let's cast our gaze back towards our homeland, giving a glimpse of the universe from its unique viewpoint. The Quran, particularly in Al-Anbiya 21:32, exquisitely describes a magnificent shield encompassing our world. It proclaims, "And we made the sky a protected ceiling, but they, from its signs, turning away." This verse, embodying a profound truth about our Earth's atmosphere, is something that contemporary science has brought to light. The atmospheric construct of Earth is composed of numerous layers, each with a unique protective role. The troposphere, where and breathe, holds the air that is vital for our survival. Above it, the stratosphere accommodates the ozone layer, shielding us from detrimental solar radiation. Progressing upwards, the mesosphere acts as our defense meteoroids, inciting them to break apart before they can infiltrate the Earth's surface. Although these protective layers are not visible to the naked, they constitute a critical feature of our planetary design. Their existence is essential for life to flourish on Earth. The portrayal of the Earth's atmosphere as a shield safeguarding life on Earth, as delineated in the verse Al-Anbiya 21:32 from the Quran, intriguingly aligns with our current scientific understanding. From the boundless cosmos to the complexities of the human mind, let's now journey to the firm terra beneath us, to the majestic peaks that punctuate our terrains. The Quran, in the verse An-Nahl 16:15, characterizes mountains as firmly rooted, functioning as pegs or stabilizers, restraining the earth from shaking with us. "And he has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it shift with you, and rivers and roads, you may be guided." This verse, while richly poetic, also hints at a scientific verity. Modern geology enlightens us that mountains indeed play an indispensable role in providing stability to the earth. Their deep extensions penetrate into the Earth's crust, functioning as anchors. They also facilitate the redistribution of the Earth's mass, lessening the pressure on the tectonic plates and mitigating the risk of seismic activities. In this, the Quran's depiction of mountains as stabilizing agents fascinatingly converges with our contemporary comprehension of their geologic function. Mountains, thus, don't just awe us with their magnificence, but also silently guard us, playing a pivotal role in maintaining the Earth's stability. Shifting focus from the firmness of mountains, we now move towards the fluidity of water. Water, the essence of life, follows an intriguing cycle, a cycle remarkably outlined in the Quran prior to its exploration by contemporary science. The Quranic scripture Al-Mu'minun 23:18 profoundly mentions, "And we send down water from the sky according to due measure, and we cause it to soak in the soil, and we certainly are able to drain it off with ease." This, with its utter simplicity, drafts the fundamental stages of the water cycle. Water evaporates from the earth, condenses in the sky, and descends back to the earth as rain, seeping into the soil and kickstarting the cycle once again. This articulated depiction, scripted over 1,000 years ago, astonishingly coincides with our present comprehension of the water cycle. The Quran's foresight in delineating this crucial life-supporting process underscores not just its ageless wisdom, but also its congruence with scientific knowledge. The water cycle, as outlined in the Quran, validates the interconnectedness of life, a divine cycle that maintains our existence. Journey with me into the fascinating realm of marine science, where the Quran, in its boundless wisdom, sheds light on a phenomenon that might appear implausible at first sight. The Quranic verse Ar-Rahman 55:19-20 proclaims, "He released the two seas, meeting side by side. Between them is a barrier so neither of them transgresses." This verse intriguingly mentions a physical and chemical barrier that inhibits the mixing of fresh and salt water. You might find yourself asking, how can this be a reality? This occurrence, known in marine science as halocline, is where fresh water and salt water meet but do not mix due to variations in temperature, density, and salinity. Thus, a barrier of sorts is formed between the two types of water. Intriguingly, this account aligns precisely with our modern understanding of marine science, many centuries after this verse was penned. The Quran's depiction of the barrier between fresh and salt water is astoundingly precise, once again highlighting its enduring wisdom and harmony with scientific comprehension. Today, we delve into the intriguing world of the human body's pain response system. In its infinite wisdom, the Quran presents an intriguing mention of the skin's sensitivity to pain. The verse An-Nisa 4:56 from the Quran states, "Indeed, those who disbelieve in our verses, we will drive them into a fire. Every time their skins are roasted through, we will replace them with other skins so they may taste the punishment. Indeed, Allah is ever exalted in might and wise." This verse underlines the skin's acute sensitivity to pain. Now, you may question, how does this harmonize with our comprehensible knowledge of the human body? Surprisingly, this depiction aligns impressively with the identification of pain receptors in the skin. These receptors, termed as nociceptors, play a key role in detecting pain and transmitting this information to our brain. These nociceptors are densely populated in the skin, which explains our skin's heightened sensitivity to pain. Thus, the Quran's depiction of the skin's sensitivity to pain stands as incredibly precise, further substantiating its timeless wisdom and compatibility with scientific knowledge. Embark with us on a journey beyond the stars. The Quran, in its infinite wisdom, speaks of the genesis of iron in an intriguing manner. The verse Al-Hadid 57:25 from the Quran reveals, "We sent aforetime our messengers with clear signs, and sent down with them the book and the balance, that people may stand forth in justice. And we sent down iron, in which is strong material, as well as many benefits for mankind." This verse subtly hints that iron was sent down, implying an extraterrestrial beginning. Does this correlate with our scientific comprehension? Interestingly, this interpretation concurs with the scientific evidence that the iron present on Earth is of stellar origin, delivered to Earth via meteorites. This occurrence, known as meteoric iron, is supported by scientific studies. The iron found on which is pivotal to our existence has its roots in the stars. Once more, the Quran's portrayal of the origin of iron astonishingly aligns with scientific understanding, exemplifying its ageless wisdom and its synchronization with scientific findings. Dive with us into the fascinating realm of forensic science, where the insights of the Quran can be seen in the intricacies of human identity markers. The Quran, through its profound wisdom, subtly indicates the uniqueness of these human identity markers. Specifically, the Quranic verse Al-Qiyamah 75:4 declares, "Yes, we are able to put together in perfect order the very tips of his fingers." The clear suggestion of this verse is that each human possesses distinctive fingerprints. This trait is currently a fundamental element in forensic science for the purpose of matching this with our current scientific comprehension. This assertion aligns impeccably with the science of fingerprint identification. Each individual's fingerprints are unique, having patterns that are established prior to birth and remain unaltered throughout the individual's life. Thus, they serve as an exceptional tool for identification, an understanding that has gained universal acceptance in the field of forensic science. The Quran's depiction of fingerprints as a distinctive identifier is strikingly precise, illustrating its timeless wisdom and its synchronization with scientific knowledge. Now, let's venture into the captivating realm of the human brain. The prefrontal cortex, situated at the very front, is the region that governs decision-making and social behavior, most notably deceptive behaviors. This aspect of our brain plays a pivotal role when we engage in acts of deception. It's akin to a conductor directing a symphony of untruths. However, this is not merely about the act of lying, it's more about the ability to comprehend the notions of truth and untruth and the ability to differentiate between them. This capacity to choose to understand is a reflection of the human brain's complexity. The integral role the prefrontal cortex plays in deceptive behavior showcases the intricate nature of our brain's structure and functions. Finally, we delve into the mysterious abyss of the ocean. Here we witness a realm that challenges common comprehension of life and photosynthesis. The Quranic verse An-Nur 24:40 eloquently captures this enigmatic world. It describes a darkness so profound in the ocean's depths that it appears impenetrable. This metaphor parallels the reality of the deep sea, where not a single ray of sunlight can penetrate, and yet paradoxically, life abounds. Contemporary marine biology unveils the existence of unique organisms that employ chemosynthesis. This intriguing process closely resembles photosynthesis. However, it capitalizes on the chemicals from hydrothermal vents to generate energy rather than sunlight. This illuminates the Quranic depiction of life persisting in the ocean's deepest and darkest parts, a phenomenon that can be likened to deep-sea photosynthesis. The Quranic vision of the natural world, voiced centuries ago, continues to harmonize with our modern scientific understanding. The Quran's portrayal of the profound darkness in the depths remarkably corresponds with our current exploration of deep-sea photosynthesis. As we conclude our journey, let's reflect on the remarkable intersections we have explored. We began with the development of the human embryo, where the Quranic description remarkably aligns with modern embryological illustrations. This foresight, penned in the 7th century, mirrors our contemporary understanding of the complex process that brings human life into existence. Next, we ventured into the cosmos, where the expansion of the universe was hinted at in the Quranic verses, long before telescopes could capture the evidence. This foresight of the universe's dynamic nature aligns with our current astronomical observations, bridging the gap between ancient scriptures and modern science. We then descended to Earth, examining the protective layers of our atmosphere and the stabilizing role of mountains, both of which were described in the Quran. These details, accurately portrayed centuries ago, are now understood and appreciated through the lens of modern geology and atmospheric science. Our journey also touched on the water cycle, the barrier between fresh and salt water, and the unique identification provided by our fingerprints. Each of these phenomena, described in the Quran, corresponds with our current scientific understanding, demonstrating a profound compatibility between the Quranic revelations and scientific knowledge. We delved into the biological basis of pain reception in human skin and the prefrontal cortex's role in deceptive behavior. Again, we found that the Quranic insights align with our modern understanding of human physiology and neuroscience. We explored the depths of the ocean and the enigma of photosynthesis in darkness, a phenomenon referenced in the Quran and now understood through marine biology. Lastly, we looked to the stars, contemplating the extraterrestrial origin of iron as suggested in the Quran and now confirmed by astrophysics. These intersections between the Quran and science remind us of the Quran's timeless wisdom and the ongoing journey of scientific discovery. They underscore the compatibility of faith and reason, inviting us to continue exploring, learning, and marveling at the world around us. Let this be a testament to the enduring relevance of divine wisdom in our quest for understanding the universe.